Yeah, that didn't work, did it? Let's see, what else using it? System interrupts is currently throttling my CPU. Hey, 8-bit, we're working on it here. Sorry, guys. An anti-malware service executable is eating up all of my... Yeah. Literally nothing has changed about my setup from last time. All my firewall stuff's off, so don't hack me. My CPU is just maxed out. OBS is just kicking my shit in right now. Nothing else is really running. It's just OBS is just kicking my ass in. I don't know why. The anti-malware is the malware. Yeah, it's just Windows. Like it says Microsoft, well, this says Microsoft Windows Search Index. Man, why does this have to be a pain in my ass? There's a phone link that's taking up some? What the fuck is that? Oh, Windows Update. Yeah. Windows Update. Yeah, whatever this Microsoft Windows Search Index is, it's eating 50% of my CPU right now. And malware service executables got 10%. I don't know what this fucking search index is doing. Windows search. Oh, I stopped it. Maybe. I'm still... Windows Explorer. Ah, Windows Update is back. Yeah, 3 streams. Yeah, I went to, so like you said, Andy, I just, well, I didn't end OBS at all. I just restarted the computer, so it killed itself. There we go. We got CPU under control now. Let's see. Has that fixed it? Yeah. That has fixed it. No more skipped frames. Seems to be just because I've been away for a week, I had the computer off and it was trying to update a bunch of shit. Oh, nope, it's back. Maxed out again for a second there. We'll just have to watch it. I'm just gonna have to watch that. So I just turned the computer off and back on. And when I went to previous stream, the only option in there was like a one from like a year ago, or like not that long, but like months ago. Should be good now. I see 0 drop frames. And this Wii's good now too. Yippee! So that's all good news. Should be good now that I've forced all the updates to stop. To give it a rest. Stop trying to update. I don't want your update. I should just play this music always. Yeah, these aren't going to stick again. Well, while we're taking the other one apart, we'll just let this one sit here. And we'll play this music. How about that? I can, we go to this cam. That's going to take away that source, but I can add that source. Audio input capture existing vidbox. There you go. There you go. And we'll take another Wii apart. I will. I'll tell my peoples in Florida. T-Mobile Home Internet. They live in the Villages. So she told me that it was the only, Xfinity was the only one she could get. And I said, that sounds like a load of crap. It's gotta be more than that. And I can't believe... Michael, thank you so much. We've done 3 streams today. The YouTube algorithm's probably really confused. Thank you for subscribing. Appreciate that very much. Alright, let's get these bottom ones. Oh, someone stripped the shit out of that screw right there. Yep. What am I going to do about that? Why, people? Why do you do this to me? Why do you do this to me? Wow. They stripped the shit out of that. Man. I might have to drill press that out. Or at least... I have another one right here. We can use this one. We just gotta get this one out. Which is not gonna be an easy task. I had a tiny drill bit laying around here for a while. Yeah, I agree. There's no way they don't. Can we get this screw to come out? I think we got it. That is going in the fucking trash. Someone destroyed that. Hey, Yank. What's up, dude? It was a good vacation, man. It was good. It was very nice. Glad to be back and getting shit done, though. That's what I'm all about. Getting shit done. All right. Especially once I get all these Wii's done, we'll move on to that. That will probably be projects after work this week. Is going to be a bunch of Intellivision composite mods. I'm retrobiting the cases for the Intellivisions. Some of them are good as is, other ones are really bad, so I got some that have been cooking in there for a while now. Alright, now we should come off, and I have it upside down. Okay, now this should come off. Yep, there it goes. Our little window fell out. This will come off. Should just pull up. There it goes. Don't bend it too bad, then it's going to be a bitch to get back in. I seem to have lost my magnetism here. Where is my magnet tool? Can just grab them with tweezers, but I don't want to lose them. Grabbing something like that with a tweezer really sucks, because it's round. Why is this not magnetic anymore? What happened? It's this one that's magnet. 3, 4. Beautiful. Alright, now this whole drive comes out and flips towards me. And that comes out, and that comes out. There's another drive out. Oh no, not again. It is doing it again, isn't it? My CPU's not maxed, though. Fucking antivirus is... Yeah, it is maxed. Unistack service. What is that? Shut down. Son of a bitch, dude. Son of Beach. What is happening? Alright. Yeah, it's skippy. It's I'm working on it. I'm dropping frames. I have it at 60% CPU. I'm watching it. Whenever it hits 100, I try to fix that by just turning off whatever's turning on. Hopefully it's not skippy right now. Shouldn't be, because it's not showing any high CPU usage. Unless I'm getting throttled by my ISP, that could be true. Yeah, I'm still dropping frames, it says. So I'm dropping frames and I'm not even at 100% on my CPU. So I guess it's just my internet provider that's fucking me now. I don't know what else to look at. There it is. Might just have to give up on streaming this Wii marathon. Cause yeah, let's look at uh, resource map monitor and go to network. Yeah, there's nothing really using the network other than OBS. Yeah, the network's dropping frames. Man. Might restart my router. I don't know why these aren't showing up in, these streams aren't showing up in, my previous. Hi, Joseph. Yeah, I'm back. Sorry, chill and relax. Oh, come on. You gotta be kidding me. It's like my worst nightmare come true. This fucking screw. Of course, it's the last screw, too. Falls in the side here. And it got its bottom part caught. There you go. Come on out. Bye, chill and relax. Have a good night. So we've done 4. This is number 4, and we have 5 to go. So 9 total. And we have 1 bad drive, so I'm kind of glad we did that. We got that many. Because we got 10 replacements. So if this is number 4, where's my last new battery? Because this pack was not... Oh, it's in here. We're still dropping a little bit. Well, we haven't dropped in quite a long time, actually. Maybe my wife was downloading something upstairs. Who knows? Who frickin' knows what she's doing? I don't know if I'll buy these batteries from Harbor Freight again. They put them into Fort fucking Knox. It's like impossible to get them out. There we go. So now we got that. All right, let's get some screws in now. So on the top here. Hot cows! Welcome, welcome! We missed you. Oh, I didn't do this on stream. I did it yesterday when I got home. Because, just real quick, while I was waiting on something to finish up. Our one bumper button didn't work on the DS that we fixed right before I left, or the one we reshelled. Our left bumper didn't work. But I just had a donor board, so I swapped. I took the bumper off the donor board and put it on there. And it works great now, so good news there. Don't want to be moving that with the disc spinning in it, do I? Let's take that out. Let's go to the other cam. You'll continue to listen to the soothing music while I put this thing back together. Of the Wii homepage. Isn't that something? Not too bad. General Apply meeting shit happens, but carry on. Yeah. Hope all is well, my friends. Hope all is well. Shit happens. Life happens. I know it. Don't I know it? Now that can go in. Now we got a CMOS battery. How exciting is that? Put the foot back on. We got 2 deep ones that go in these deep holes, and then 2 right here that hold on our front panel. 1 right there. 1 right there. Gotta put these in. that back in. If I can, we'll try to put these stickers back on. They usually don't stick, though. Usually don't want to go back. All right. Now we just got to put this top piece back. There it is. Long screw up front. Two more. Put that back on. Boom. Let's go to the other cam. Put that disc in. Sucks it in okay. It is absolutely a screw nightmare, Yank. It is brutal. I asked myself the same question, but they definitely made it a screw nightmare. GameCube. All right. There's another one. Good. Ah, what am I thinking? We're going to leave that right there to the side. Leave it on. So that you guys can listen to the home screen while I take the next one apart. How's that sound? Oh. Now let's get this one taken apart. No one's in there. Hey, Yank, I'm glad you used it. It was good. Worked okay? I hope so. Hope the red disc's alright. So, funny enough, I took all of those Xboxes, those OG Xboxes we did to the game store, and I tell you, only like, I couldn't get any of them to read discs. Once I got to the store and I was like, dude, I swear to God, these all worked. And then I thought about it. I was like, you know what? These were sitting in my car all day, and it's like -3 outside. So I was like, leave them in the store. Like, I'm not going to take them back. Leave them here and try them tomorrow after they've been inside for like a day. And most of them worked after that. So I think it was just the cold. But like, I was pissed. I was like, dude, I just did all these. Like, I stand behind my work. That's bullshit. These all worked at my house. Then I thought about it, and I was like, you know what? This might be related to something. Might be related to this weather. Okay, so we have all those out. We have all those out. Gotta get this side out now. Yeah, I don't know if it's like... I don't know if it was, like, condensated almost on the... Because it went from such a cold area to a warm room and fogged up the lasers. And then none of them would read, or what it was. But, yeah, after they sat for some time... After they sat for some time, they seemed to be okay. One out of there, bro. There you go. Alright, and now we're going to flip it this way. We're going to take the front off. Top should come off now. There it goes. This part will come off. There it goes. Woo! This one looks like it was in a freaking fire. Not gonna lie. It's like dusty in here, but it's not... I don't know how to describe it. It's like sooty. And it's not coming off with my finger. It's like attached. New drive, new drive. I sent my Series X off to my buddy's house. He's going to learn how to fix an HDMI. I'll help him along with it. Nice. That's awesome, man. I did one of those. Well, I guess I did it off stream, didn't I? Yeah, I did one of those Series S's, put a new HDMI on it. That was pretty good. Pretty, wouldn't say it was a easy thing to do, because you gotta take the whole damn console apart, but it was a good test of skill, that's for sure. Good test of skill. Okay, thank you, Wii, for keeping us entertained there. You can go into the finished pile. And then we can put this one in. Ha ha ha. All right, we come up on screen. We gotta attach our Wii remote so we can get past the home screen. Moving the sandwich, yeah. They are a bit difficult. All right, reads that one. So read this one. Make sure our disc can still eject. Got the screws all the way down. Looks good. Put the other one in. Cool. That goes back on. That goes back on. This goes back on. We got that the right way around. Yes, we do. Get that in there. Get that in there. Oh, no. No, that... Oh, I see our problem here. Gotta get this case to line up. Is this on all the way? Yeah, it looks to be on all the way. We're getting hung up on. Getting hung up on something. There it is. All together now. Screw here. Screw here. Yeah, looks like my OBS keeps going in and out too. Probably just bad internet right now. If I had to guess. Is the stream still doing okay? You guys would tell me if it wasn't, right? I trust you. What's going on here? We're back to Stutter City, huh? Let me look at my network usage. We're maxing out CPU again. Yep. This service started back up. Unistack Service Group. If anyone knows what Unistack Service Group is, let me know and we'll send them a nasty email because they're the ones fucking our stream up. I seem to get slower at this every time opposed to faster. It's not a good look. Okay, the front should come off. It does. This should come off. It does not. Come on. Oh, it's because we got it upside down, don't we? Yeah. There we go. Now it should come off. There it goes. Now we gotta figure out why you aren't sitting right. Now you are, I think. So now this should just go right on. There we go. That hole's a little lined up a little bit better. Now there we go. Now it's lined up real good. Now I can get that in there. Amazing. Amazing. That will go in there. And then we got 2 more up here. And then we'll put it on its side. We'll put these in. All right, and then we'll put a disc in real fast. Make sure it's still happy in there. Let's see, is it reading the disc? Yes, it is. Okay, good. Put that foot back on. Flip it on its back. Gotta put a screw in there before we put the foot back on. Screws in there now. Now that foot can go on. Now we can put these screws back. One, 2. Put that one back in. Put that one back in. And now the only screws we got left to do are these. we go. All right. That's a diff. All of them because of the network. Damn, we literally are dropping 99% of frames right now. That really sucks. I don't understand why. CPU's not maxed out, memory's not maxed out. Now CPU's maxed out. Huh. I'm just trying to use Google on my phone and it's also taking a shit. I think my internet's just not doing well. Okay, I'm doing that. Settings, privacy, background apps. But apps run in the background, off. Okay, let's see if that helps it out. Hot cow's smiley face. All right, this one's back together. We can try to put some of the stickers back on it. Sticker. I don't know if these are actually going to stick or not, but... All right, and now we can get our new batteries. Keep me in the know about it, Yank. Let me know if it's getting bad again. I'll try something else. Yank, I hope you appreciate me putting new CMOS batteries in all these. You're the one always asking for stuff like that. All right. Thank you, Yank. You are the first mate of this vessel. I think that's what you call it. Let's read that. Huh. Is that still screwed in somehow? Come on, just pop out. Yeah, it's popping out. There it goes. I'll switch you back to the other cam. Why does that seem like we've moved? I have found the best way of getting these little stickers off is just with my thumb. All my tools seem to make it harder. These are a lot harder. So we had this conversation earlier. The Wii is what? From 2008, so it's not vintage yet, per se, but it's getting there. 20 years is vintage, right? So it's just around the corner. Just around the bend. All right, did we get them all? Looks like we did. There it goes. Let there be dust. All right, now we gotta get this out of here. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. Oh man, this one seems really in here. Did we miss a screw? Shouldn't be this hard to get this off. That's just being a pain in my arse, huh? There it goes. Oh, 3 to go. After this one. 3 to go after this one. So Texaloth, we went through all of these before I went on my little vacation, and all of these needed new disk drives. So we are literally just doing a disk drive replacing marathon at this point. That disk out of that one. This one can go in the finished pile. Now we can move this one on over. Plug it in. Got to bind our remote to our new Wii. So we can pass the screen quicker. Nope, it is a straight up swap, and the entire drives are less than $20. So you can just replace the whole drive for like, I think it's less than that. It might have been $10. These are just like refurbished drives from China, and I think they were like $10 or $20 a pop. And it's so much easier than just buying a laser, because replacing the laser is a absolute bear in these. So, yep, it is just a simple swap. And then your Wii is Wiiing again. How exciting. Thank you, Nintendo, for no daughter board. Thank you. It's not often we say something good about Nintendo in repair abilities, at least in the modern era, so. Oh my god, come on, get in there. I always try to put this on backwards first. It's like a rite of passage at this point. Getting these put back together. Wait. It's like a USB cable. Gotta flip it 3 times. Is that in all the way? Looks like it. That sits like that. That goes on like this. Make sure everything wants to sit right. It currently most definitely does not want to sit right. Why is that? It's always this metal case that's always mucked up somehow. There we go. Set down all the way over here. Right there. That's where it needs to sit. Then this will go on. That is perfect now. Now this can go on. That looks happy. Everything looks happy. Put a few screws in. 1 and 2. And we'll put these other ones up here in since we're up here. Hardest part about Wii's is just taking them apart. They're just a lot of screws. A lot of screws. Yeah, I'll be watching it. I'm gonna end stream around 6:30 and go watch it. Thought about having people over for it,
But we just got back from a trip, so I didn't. This room is not ready to host a party, that's for damn sure. This basement's a complete mess. Okay. Let's get that cable back in there.
Let's see.
Turns on. That goes on there. Can hit A to start it. It's not on right. Which one are you sitting up? There it goes, snapped in. What we got in there? The Wii disc, so that'll actually take a minute. There it is. Do not recommend moving the game cartridge, the game console, when the disc is spinning. And I keep doing it. My bad. I don't know if any of these are going to be any good to put back. John Zombie, thank you for subscribing. We appreciate it very much here at Tristan's Electronic Garage. We hope you stick around. We do streams pretty much every week, usually a few times a week. Fixing vintage consoles, tweaking on old computers. You never know what's going to be going on here. But I can promise you one thing, it will be a computer or console of some sort, or an audio device. I don't think I've done much of those on stream, but I definitely have done a lot of them on my own, like old amplifiers, mixing boards, stuff like that. If it plugs in a wall or takes a battery, I will mess with it. Okay. So if you like that kind of stuff, stick around. New CMOS battery in there. Takes the disc. Get past the front screen. Oh, my hands are cold. I need like those little fingerless gloves to be working down in the basement. It's so freaking cold down here. All right, so that's going good. It's reading the disc. So now we're gonna. All right, this is we'll do. This is the one we'll do a little. Let me clean this off a bit. I do want to make a little video. Since we're doing all these, this one will be our video one, I guess. So I'll do a little walkthrough on how to take a Wii apart and replace the disk drive. We'll keep that Wii music in the background, why not? So I'll just clip this out of the stream and post it as a video. I tell you what, videos suck for viewership on YouTube. Shorts and streams, they do very well. Videos, not so good. All right, so
gonna sit here like this for a minute so I can find my point where I'm gonna do. I use a little electric heater. Yeah, I need that. I need one of those. I need to get me one of them. Okay. Here we are. Here's your Wii. And it doesn't read discs. I know that. I know mine doesn't because it's got a red dot. And that's what that means. To me, at least. All right, so first thing I take off is this black top panel. And it is 3 screws. The front one is long. Towards the your insert for your CD. So you're going to want to remember that. So there's your long one. And then the other 2 are short. The long one holds the front case together. The other 2 literally just hold this plastic piece on. And then it just pulls right up and out. And you're going to have 4 more screws under it. The 2 farthest away from your GameCube controller ports are going to be Phillips heads. The 2 closest to the controller ports are going to be Tri-Wings. So when you do this job, you will need at least 2 screwdrivers. A Phillips head and a Tri-Wing. Alright, on this side, you're going to have 2 screws under these little mats. You can pry them up with whatever. I usually use just like some tweezers. And then up here at the front, there's going to be 2 white stickers that are covering 2 more screws. You can try to be gentle with them and put them back down. It is hard though. It is very hard to do so. And then that is the only black Tri-Wings are going to be under those 2 stickers. And this is where you need your deepest socket, is there's 2 more Tri-Wings under those 2 feet we just took off near the back. There they are. Alright, on the bottom, you need to take off this front left foot. This is the only foot that needs to be removed. And it will unveil a black Phillips screw. It will be long, and it is identical to the top long one. Right next to it is going to be another small white Phillips screw. And that is holding your CMOS battery. Then you have 3 more white stickers that you need to get off. I usually just get them off with my finger. Sometimes they can be on there really good though. There we go. You can pry them up with a tool like that as well. It's just like a little tweezers. Alright, next to your black long screw, there'll be 2 more silver Phillips heads, and then under the CMOS battery cover will be another Tri-Wing, and then just down the line from the CMOS battery will be another Tri-Wing. You will notice that all the Tri-Wings and all the Phillips heads are in a line, okay, and that is the case for all the Wiis. So on this side, Tri-Wing, regular machine Phillips head, regular machine Phillips head. Now at this point, the front should come off, but don't just yank it off because you're still connected with a cable right here. Still got a ribbon cable right here, so. Now, with all of those out, you should be able to lift off. There it is. Now this might come up with your top, sometimes it doesn't, and this also should just pull off like so. Sometimes the grill comes out, that just goes
right in here, like that. All right, now all you have to do is take out 4 screws out of your disk drive. They're 1, 2, and the other 2 are down in the top there. Usually want a magnet tip because it makes getting these ones out of their holes really easy. Because if these screws in the front here get away from you and fall in the drive, it is so hard to get them back out. All right, now if the console's facing away to the like the front to the left, you can just tilt this up this way. There's 2 cables to unclip, and there your disk drive is out. Get your new disk drive. Remand straight from China. Connect your ribbon cable up. Hope this isn't too laggy. Hope we're not dropping frames still. Put it in like that. And you got, it's just like one of those clip ribbon cables. And then you got this. This one's usually really short, so you got to get it pretty close to get it to pop in there. You can be a little tough with it. Pull kind of hard to get it to stretch out for you. At least I do. All right, and now we put our 4 screws back in here. Again, the front ones are very hard to get a hold of if you lose them, so use a magnetic tip and drop them in. Almost lost that one. Stop it. Might use this tool. This tool's a lot stronger magnet. There we go. You do not want to lose that in there, people. It sucks. All right, and that's all 4 screws. Now, before you put it all back together and waste your damn time, we're going to test it. So go ahead and plug it in. Turn it on. You can just hit the buttons on the front here. Put your disc in. To get past this screen, you can do one of 2 things. You can wait. Oh, looks like we got a bad one here. Yeah, it's not getting to the end of its thing. There we go, I just pushed that back. Hopefully that's good now. That's the thing with these remanufactured drives, you might run into that, where your drive might be a little wonky. So we'll connect our Wii remote. And there you are, it's reading baseball. So let me take the disc out. Let's see if it's good now. Yep, it's good now. So this was just a little, this leg here was just a little tough. Yeah, someone told me to keep the Wii music in the background, so I did. I don't know. I guess it's kind of cool. What do you think? Is it annoying? If you guys think it's annoying, I'll get rid of it. Just tell me. But, okay, now you're just going to put this metal piece back on. It should line up at the top and on the side. You should see these holes line up right here and right back here. So let me actually show you what the fuck I'm doing. So right here and right here, these holes should line up with this metal top. And when it does, that means you got it on right, and you should be able to just place the top back on. Make sure your fan's in there, or your fan shroud. And it should click right back into place. And then your front can go right back on. It should also kind of just click back into place. There it goes. All right, and now we do everything in reverse. So we'll put our two tri-wings in here. That's going to be this one and this one. That's the tri-wings on this side. The machine screws are right next to it. These are just your silver Phillips machine screws. In they go. On this side, you're going to have two more of the silver tri-wings. These are the deep hold ones. One, two. This on the front cover are those black tri-wings. They're the only black tri-wings in the set. So they're not hard to pick out. On the bottom, the tri-wing are on the side with the CMOS battery. So tri-wing there and tri-wing here. And then two machine screws. Back. This front one under the foot is one of your super small black ones. With that in, you can put his little foot back on. On the top, you want to put this black piece back on. So you want to get these, have these little clips. So you're going to push it in under the front and then try to get that first clip in and then keep going down the back, just like that. Now it's down, all the clips are in, otherwise it will bow in the middle. If you miss one of the clips, just keep trying. Got to get them all at once. Long screw in the front, near the front of the console. Short ones in the next two. Now I like to check the status of the Wii along the way because sometimes during the process you can mess up the disk drive again by something not lining up correctly. So I recommend as you do this, so you don't have to take the whole Wii back apart, you keep checking. These 2 feet go on. And then if you want, you can try to reuse these stickers. They're usually pretty beat up. No. Something's better than nothing, I guess. And then we will replace our CMOS battery. since we're in here. New battery, and it goes. And you're done. Takes the disc. It's all back together. And there you go. We can plug our RF in. Okay, we're back. Maybe. Let me look at my phone. Alright, seems good right now. Okay. Yeah, you can order these drives from AliExpress or whatever. They're just remanufactured from China. Alright, 2 to go. Two to go. This camera's pissing me off today. Okay. What do you got? Who you guys rooting for in the Super Bowl? Mr. Yank, do you have a team you would like to see win? You're from the West, so I imagine you're rooting for the Seahawks. If you had to pick one. Attic, anybody else in stream? 13 of you in here, it says. Who all are you rooting for? Who all are you rooting for? If you're foreign, then you probably don't give a shit. If you're not a U.S. citizen, you probably do not care. I don't know. How big is the NFL abroad? I think it's pretty small. I don't think they do too well abroad. I mean, they do have games in London and shit like that, but I think that's more for, like, people want to say they've been to an American football game, so they go, you know? I don't think it's, like, crazy big football fans. I think the betting favor right now is the Seahawks as well. I think there's a lot of money on the Seahawks to win. Come on out of there. Come on out of there. Why are you getting stuck? There you go. Come on, damn stickers. I think this worked pretty good last time, didn't it? It's getting up under it. Yeah. Okay. That should be everything. There's the lid. Oh, and the thing came up with it that time. It's crazy how that sometimes does that and sometimes don't. That goes in there. All right, so we can relieve this one of its noise duties. And put him in the finish pile. And hook up our other one. And turn them on. Takes the disc, nice. One. No. That's all 4 of those screws in. Put this back on. Can I get this to go back on with the metal cover on it? Oh yeah, I can. Oh yeah. Checks it is fine.
It's funny to see all the different channels on here. This guy's got 64 Zelda. Does that just run? Can we just play that right now?
Or does it need internet? Where the fuck is... Come on, bro. You're bound, aren't you? Yeah, it says you are. Why aren't you showing up on the screen? Hello? Hello? Probably needs net. Okay. Well, shit. Why isn't... Is this one's port for the sensor bar broken? Oh, it's just not... There we go. There we go. Let's see.
What's it say? You will need the classic controller.
To the P1 Wii Remote. Connect classic controller to player 1 Wii Remote. Press A to return to the Wii menu. I don't have a classic controller, so that's not going to work. Did we test that this read the GameCube disc? I don't know that we did. Dude, I said... Just turn back off and on, bro. A. Alright, GameCube. Yep. Alright, we're good. We are good. Alright, looks like our last console won't get a CMOS battery because this is my last one. Gotta go to Harbor Freight and buy more CMOS batteries. I think I had another container of them somewhere. I don't know where I put it though. Ah, it's only 5 o'clock. Looks like we're gonna make good time here on beating the start of the doing all these for the Super Bowl. The Stupor Bowl. Stupor Bowl. We don't have a disc in there, do we? No. Okay, good. Really spoke it into existence. It's so funny. I don't know why he keeps dropping out. Anyways, it sucks that this has happened, because we got so much good traffic from YouTube recommending me, because I had some good shorts that did well. I might do the last one off stream and make it a short. I think I could explain how to do that in a short. I think I could. Like less than 3 minutes. Try to get the maximum amount of content out of everything I do, because why not? Get better content. All right. This one seems good. Try it one more time. Make sure it's takes the disc. It does. Yeah. Definitely messed up. Definitely not happy. Alright, yeah, there it is. So this one reads disc now. We'll probably move on to something else now for the next hour. And I'll do the last Wii. I'll probably end at 6 so I can do that last Wii. So we did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 Wiis just then. We have 1 to go, and we had 1 bad drive. So, not bad. Not bad at all. Not bad. I did get some stuff in the mail while I was away to test. There's another bad drive. Put that in the stack. I'll take all those bad drives to him too. We can check them out. Let's see here. What all did I get? I got the stuff I need to do to fix the pinball machine. I can't really stream that though because the cameras, I gotta get a solder iron over there and set up, so I gotta go get my portable iron out of the barn. And that's not gonna be a fun stream. I'm just gonna have to do it and then show it working afterwards, I think. But I also got this baby right here from C64.com. This is a power supply for our Amiga computer. So we just plug in here. We'll go get our Amiga. And we'll see if this baby's gonna work. I think we can just plug it in RF to see. So here's our Amiga. Here's our power port. I have no idea if this thing's gonna work or not. Absolutely zero idea. Does this just plug in regular RF? Let's see. Mono? That might actually be not RF. That might just be straight RCA. Let's see. Is that straight RCA? Might be. Let's go with white. White's fucked up. Let's go with... They're all fucked up. This is a cheap-ass cable. Cheap-ah cable. Go in here. Okay. Let's see here. We go here. And we turn the power supply on. Aha! Amiga Workbench version 1.3. It wants the floppy drive. Okay, that might be as far as we can get, because we don't have a floppy drive. I can go burn one. I think I have a... Look at that, it came up though. So this is a working Amiga. I need to look into a mod. I know you can get something to plug in so that you can emulate like Blue SCSI, but for this type of computer, so that we can add all that stuff onto this. I also definitely need to retrobrite this computer, because this computer's very yellowed, as you can see. I'm retrobriting the Intellivision 2s right now. I do like one a day. Of course, I've been gone, so I haven't been. But now we can take this apart, and now that we know it at least turns on and works, we know that I have not done anything to this. Yes, we're gonna check the caps. Let's turn it back off. I just wanted to make sure the computer worked before I got any farther. So someone's definitely been in here before, because we're missing some screws on the bottom. Someone's been in here. They put a tri-wing, or they put like a security screw in this hole. They put a regular Phillips screw in this hole. This is a lot more exciting than Wii's, isn't it? You guys are hell of a lot more excited to be doing this, I can tell. I can tell. Okay, let's get a... There's our other tri-wing. That one is going to do it, I bet. So I bought a bunch of vintage computers from a guy who does storage lockers. This is one of them. I think I paid probably not way too much, but I think I overpaid for them, to be honest with you. Just because I wanted them pretty bad. Probably could have gotten them cheaper if I just... But you know, you live, you learn. So, get that screw out. And now I got to figure out what security screw whoever was fucking with this put in here. That one, apparently. Okay. We're going to yeet this security screw out of here, because this is not supposed to, definitely not supposed to be in there. That's just what he had lying around, I imagine. Alright, that's all the screws I see. Minus this one. Is this one? I don't know if that one's part of the case or not, but... Okay. Flip her back over. And that comes off. And that is free. So this needs a good clean and then a retrobrite, that's for sure. So what do we got in here? Here's our keyboard. Wow, that is just a ribbon cable in here. Take that off. Then our whole keyboard can come out. We'll take all these keys off and clean them real good. Ultrasonic them, and then they'll have to go into a retro bright process too, because they're also yellowed. We'll see about that, because I'm worried about losing the lettering on them if I retro bright, and I'm also worried about them going too white, which I've had happen before. It just depends on the plastic type. Okay, and then we have the actual computer board, and we'll take these screws out.
Hi all, hi fishing. As Bonnie Blue once said.
Jesus. Can we go a stream? Can we go a stream without a Bonnie Blue reference? Oh God. What has happened to us? Okay, so we got a few screws here for the case. Put those separate. What is this, guys? Is this a CMOS battery? It looks like a little CMOS.
Oh, it definitely is. Battery 1. Huh. Does it pop out? Anyways, it looks like we got some screws keeping our floppy drive in. I have a bunch of blank floppies, and I have a modern floppy writer, so I might look into writing some new floppies for this. Oh, here, we got one more right here. Okay, this definitely needs to go into a Rust-Oleum bath. We got some rust on this. Anything else holding you on? No. All right, there's our top RF cover. He needs a bath and a Rust-Oleum. There's not many caps on this board. So this is a A500P. So there's your Commodore A500. Look at that socketed Commodore chip. Not many caps on here. Let me get this off here. This is our floppy drive, which is also a little rusty on the case. Looks like with 3 screws I can take that case off and sand that down and get rid of the rust on him. He is a Chinon FB354. And he is dusty on the inside, that's for sure. He is dusty. Okay, this is an add-on board that we have here with the battery on it. Wonder what this is. Is it labeled? Okay, something holding this in still. Let's see, so let's put this to the side. Let me see, are these connectors held in? Yes, so all these connectors are held in with, well, that's just to the RF shield. So that should come out. So we have movement, but we're stuck, it seems. Why are we stuck? What's holding us in? Whatever's holding us in, it's definitely in this corner here. Is there a screw I'm not seeing over here? Anyone see any screws I missed? Seems to just be stuck. Oh, there we go. It was just stuck on there real good. So there you go. There is your board.
Can we take the board out of the metal? Yes, we just have to remove all of these, and then we can take the board out of the metal. All of our ports need to get clean. Yeah, the VGA slot bolts are definitely keeping this RF shield on. And all of our other COM port bolts. So they'll all have to come out. And then our board will be free from its RF cage prison. So I'll have to get a little socket driver. See if my kit has that. Or we can use a little, wherever my needle noses are, we could use those. Because we just gotta, I really don't want to use the side cutters for that, but I'm not finding anything. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Where are my little needle nose guys? Well, let's just see if I have one big enough for that. So there's our RF shielding, our floppy, our keyboard. We'll want to keep the keyboard up here because I want to take the keys off. We'll have to disassemble that further. There's our case. I have all these big floppies, no small floppies. Do you hear my wife hammering up there? I bet you do. There it is. Okay. I don't know what the hell she's doing. God only knows. Those are all loose. That's loose now. Loose, 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 loose. All right, they're all loose now. Should be able to get them by hand. And it looks like this one has a broken pin. Oh no, they're all like that. The other one's just like that, so that's how it's supposed to be, I guess. Not much, Ryan. We did a bunch of Wii's, and now we're mucking with a Commodore Amiga 500. Taking it all the way apart so that I can clean it. We're trying to figure out what board revision we're working with. Arguing about if it needs a recap or not. Toby does not think so. Let's see what brand these caps are. They are Shohei Ohtani caps. Would you believe? It's a Rev 6, says Toby. I'm glad to have people that know what they're talking about in chat. I love it. All right, there's all of our screws. So this should be free now from its metal prison. Let's see, did I get them all? Sure looks like it. Okay, so let's put that like that. We will lift up here. And there we go. There's our board. Beautiful board. Yep, Rev 6A, he's right. It says Black Rock Lobster? Beautiful, ain't it? Look at all those gold pins on there. Got a bodge wire on the SIA chip, looks like, for this revision. Right here, this random surface mount resistor they added. We have some rust on our connectors I'm going to have to deal with. I don't know if I want to desolder the connectors and put them in rust remover. Probably not. It does look like they're just clipped on. Probably just sand them. Probably just sand the rust away on those. Everything else looks pretty good. It's a very beautiful board otherwise. So we can put him to the side. What is this on the very bottom? Plastic? Oh yeah, a little piece of plastic. That will need cleaned. A little piece of plastic. And then our bottom one, which definitely has a little rust on it too. So this will get a rust remover bath as well. Okay, and then the bottom of our case, which will get a good bath. This rubber feeder there. This little doors here comes out. So there's not many caps on this board. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 caps, 17 caps. I will say, if you ever go on a Museum of the Game and argue with those people about cap replacements for like Atari Centipede power supplies and stuff, they'll get big argument. There's a lot of people on there that think, hey, those are Nikon caps, they're not supposed to fail for hundreds of years, you don't need to replace them if they test and spec. Other people will say, always do a cap kit. The people who say don't replace it are usually, their argument is, the new caps you're getting in the cap kits are pieces of shit Chinese garbage. The old ones are better. That's their argument, at least. I don't believe one way or another. Anyways, if you go on Museum of the Game and talk about that stuff, you can get in hell of an argument with people. They're very strong thought about that. All right, let's see what this is. So there is something added here. This would have been under that little door on the bottom that you could input. Oh my god, it's on there really good. I don't want to bend the pins. And I bent the pins. Oh, not bad. We got it pretty good off there. Yeah, it's good. This is an embedded engineering. Oh, this is a modern thing. It says 2017. 2017 embedded engineering. So, what does this do? Put that back on there. I was not expecting to find this in here. So if that's an SSD, audio people are worse. Yeah. Okay, so let me sit this back in this. Maybe there is something we can do with this straight out of the box. Since this has this modern SSD in it, right? Yeah, it's plugged in good. Okay. Memory expansion real-time clock. So it's not going to run any software for us, is what you're telling me. We're still going to need a floppy drive of some sort to turn our dang computer on. So sitting here at the screen is not going to do anything for us, huh? Yeah, it's composite. I have composite, and it just shows me this. This is all I get. I just get it wants Amiga Workbench version 1.3 floppy, and it doesn't do anything else. Google that. Yep, so it is booting, and I have a floppy thing that I have a modern floppy USB thing, so I can write to a floppy drive, and I have new floppy drive, so maybe I write one of these 1.3s to a floppy and install it, and we'll see if it works. Because I can't get past this, can I, without that? So. Yeah, I don't have any games, I don't have any floppies that work with this, I don't think. I have tons of blank floppies, could write one, but yeah. So, there we go. We know that we have a working computer. It just needs a good clean. Oh my god, that was in there. And we have a cool, modern SSD or a RAM expansion with a real-time clock on it, because it's got a little battery. I wonder if that battery's dead. It's what, 10-year-old battery almost, 2017. So I wonder if that's worth anything on its own, that little expansion. It's pretty cool. Didn't even know that was in there. And the storage locker guy most definitely didn't know that was in there. How would he? All right, so now we're going to use our chip pooler. I'm going to pull all these damn keycaps off. What do you guys think about that? I'm going to take a picture of it first. Hi, Sage. Sega Master System, but is left in the house with humidity issues. Yeah. I will say, every Sega Master I've ever fixed, the voltage regulators go bad on that. They go bad, and then impossible to reset. Ooh, BIOS password, huh? Have you tried all the default ones? Whenever I find stuff like that, I'm usually able to get past it by just trying a password like password or admin. Okay, let's see. Are these easy to pull? Oh, yeah. They're going to have little springs under them. Okay. Okay, okay. Yep, it's just a square peg. And then we'll just put them back like that. Okay, that's not so bad. These definitely need retrobrighted. They're all yellowed. Okay, let me get a bowl or something for these so I don't lose them. There we go. This will work. Don't want to lose all those little springs. And we'll bag these. Yeah, I have fixed probably 5 or 6 Sega Master Systems, and every single one of them had a bad voltage regulator. Like if you have a Sega Master System with no power at all, like it just does absolutely nothing, check your voltage right after your regulator, and I bet you it's 0. And therein lies your problem. Is anyone going to hate on me using a chip puller for this? Where's my hate thread?
I cannot believe it.
That one came out and went on the flare, didn't it? Yep, it's right here. Okay, this one has a anchor point. Yep. So this one has little clips that clip in here. Let's make sure we don't lose that. And then it clips onto this. And we did not break anything. Good. Good. We're all good there. How does that come off? It just pulls off this way, it looks like. Little plastic clip. Okay, we gotta be real careful with that. We don't want to break that. So I bet you these big buttons are gonna have similar. I once went to a warehouse here in Dayton, in the DYT, and the guy was like, I have a lot of old computer stuff. You want to go through it? And I was like, fuck yeah, man. And he's like, I threw some of it out in the trash already, if you want to go look. I was like, really, man? Yeah, I'm going to go look. You kidding me? So I went out there to his pile of trash, and he had some old IBM terminals with smashed screens. I don't even want to know if they were smashed beforehand, because they probably weren't, and he probably broke them. Probably worth some fucking money if they weren't broke. But anyways, the one had a beam spring keyboard on the front of it. And I cut that thing out of there and took it home. I was like, yeah, I'll give you a few bucks for this, blah, 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 blah. And that beam spring keyboard was worth like $300. It was just it was out in the rain, and it was rusty. I threw that thing up on eBay, and someone paid me $300 some for that thing. For a rusty old beam spring IBM keyboard. I could not, that's what really opened my eyes to this, how crazy people are about their keyboards, man. Yeah, I do some CRTs. I have done some CRTs. I just did, if you look back at some of my previous streams, I did some recaps on some G07 CRTs for arcade cabinet. I have yet to put those back into the cabinet just because it's so cold out and all of my cabinets are out in the barn. It is just so freaking cold out. Ready for winter to be over. It's going to be 40 on Tuesday. That is amazing. Still pretty cold to be out doing stuff, but it's not 2 like it's been the past few days, like single digits. All right, we're moving, aren't we? We're moving and grooving. Gonna need a bigger bag for all these springs here, running out of room. Don't want to lose my springs. I'm sure I can order a spring set online for this, but still, rather not have to do that. So all of these buttons are first going to get a ultrasonic clean to get all the dust and everything off of them. Is this one going to have a thing on it too? Nope, that's just a regular button. Yeah, I need a baggie, big baggie. Here we go. Yep, I just did a bunch of CRTs, CRT chassis. For, what are those chassis for? Yeah, 2 for Centipede, some Centipedes. And 2 of them. Okay, that one's holding on. Why is that? It's just the not wanting to come out. There it went. One wants to stay in, one wants to come out. We'll keep these with the buttons, these little plastic bits. I did a monitor for my Cruisin' World. We did that on stream, replaced the flyback and did a cap kit on Cruisin' World. I need to put that back into Cruisin' World and get that listed on eBay so I can sell the damn thing. I need to do a cap kit on some vector monitors here soon. I have a Asteroids and a Armor Attack that I need to do. I have so many things I need to do. So many things. Wait, we might fill this bag up with keys, my lord. Might need a bigger bag for the keys. Can't wait for spring to be here so I can get back at all those projects out in the barn and get some more arcade machines shipped out. Yeah, that one's going to be weird because it's the caps lock. Looks to be the same otherwise. Okay. Okay. Neotech. That's a big one too, 27. Wow, wowie wow. That's a big one. Okay, now we just got the big ones left. Actually, we got these two. Get Alt and whatever this A button does. Now we got these big ones. Seems to be the way to do it. I'm not breaking any of them, but it scares me pulling them like that. It's not breaking them though. All right, this one. What do we got going on under here? 2 sets of them, it looks like. And the space bar. Some of these little metal bars are a little rusty. We can take them off and rust remover on them too. Oh, the bar came out with that one. Let's see, how does that go in? It didn't break, did it? No, it didn't break. It just came out. Yeah, there it goes. It just sits in there like that. All right, now for our biggest foe, the space bar. There, he unclipped. He has 3 springs. Look at that. Are they different sized? Yes, they are. Woo, I'm glad I caught that. That is our 2 additional springs for the space bar. Keep pulling up and those plastic guys should come out, or that will come out, one or the other. There it goes. There's our space bar, and it just sits right in there like that. Okay. Yep. So we'll bag those separately so we don't. K7000, yeah. I think I just did, I didn't tell you about one of them. One of them I did was a Wells Gardner 75. What are you? It's for a Thunderblade. I forget what one it was, but we put a new flyback on that one too, because flyback was cracked. So, all right, all these buttons are going to go in the ultrasonic cleaner. This, what can we do with him? So he has a bunch of screws. Do we want to take this apart farther, or will that really screw us over if we take this out? Because it's probably membrane under this. Probably leave this in this state and clean this really good with alcohol and a brush. And we'll take out any of these metal clips that show any signs of rust. I might watch a video and see if I could tear this down farther. There's a lot of screws on the back here I can take out to take this apart more, but I don't want, like, see all the keys in there? They shake back and forth. I don't want all of those falling out and then having to put them all back in. That would be a nightmare. So I want to do some research before I take this farther apart. But now we are at a good state where I can take all these keys and put them in the ultrasonic. I have all of our springs and parts in a bag. That's the biggest thing you need to do with restoration work like this, is make sure you bag and label everything, because you'll get back to it later, you know, and then you get back to it later and you don't remember what the hell anything is. Okay, and it is 6 o'clock. It is 6 o'clock, Super Bowl time. 6:30 is Super Bowl time, so we got a little bit more time, but I did want to end stream at 6 so I could record that short for the last Wii I'm gonna do. And then, yeah, and I'll get all this stuff going in the Retro Bright and everything else, so let's get to this cam. I'd sit in my chair, but it's currently full of Amiga parts. I gotta take that upstairs and get it cleaned. So, we'll just do this. So, Bad Bunny is doing the halftime show with Green Day, I hear. So, I'm gonna eat some food, watch some football, chill. Gonna do this other Gonna do this other Wii real fast. And then, yeah. So, thanks for hanging out with me this afternoon. We did 8 Wiis. It will be 9 once I do the one for the short. And we took the Amiga apart. I have no idea. Is Green Day singing the anthem? Sounds right to me. All right, thank you all for watching. I'm going to bag the rest of these parts for the Amiga. And we'll see you all in the next one, all right? Bye, everybody. Thank you for hanging out. But yes. All right. Bye, everybody. Have a good night. Thanks for hanging out.